1 is fine, and some people, they might go for 4, 5 or even more.
It's common for people to do, 3 or 4.
Once you had your first one, you could build on from the experience.
Big career change. I was really driven and hungry to succeed.
It became pretty clear early on that a law degree was not going to get me a job as a lawyer.
Kind of expected that I would blow everyone's socks off.
Every time I go there, it takes me about an hour and a half, so back and forth that takes up to 3 hours.
There was an expectation that you would be there really early in the morning when everybody rocked up, and that you would stay and not leave until the boss went home.
That was just the expectation, that I would stay back after hours, regardless of how much work I had.
There was not much work for me to be doing a lot of the time. I would sit there for large amounts of time just refreshing my emails.
They did teach me a lot.
So it's about networking, and it's about putting yourself out into the real world.
Working for hours and hours and hours, and no one really was caring about the work that I was doing.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. A lot of businesses probably presume that these kids are still at home with their parents and they don't have to support themselves.
My family actually supports me.
I worked the whole way through uni, but I was also supported. It was pretty comfy. My parents were helping me out.
At this point, I don't expect myself to support myself financially at all.
I work at my local pizza shop.
I was interning full-time for 5 days and then working Saturday and Sundays so that I could pay rent and eat.
I'm very thankful that I was still living with my parents, so I didn't have to make ends meet.
Unpaid work, you just have to expect it.
If a business can get away with not being obligated to pay someone, of course they're going to do it.
They give you a lot of resources, they provide you with a chance to learn.
I think it's really unfair.
Past generations definitely didn't have to do that, and it's making it a lot harder for our generation to get any work or pay for things.
And unfortunately, in a world with unpaid internships, that leads to an opportunity gap between the people who can afford to do the unpaid internship and the people who are just struggling to get by at university itself.